Okay, okay. So it appears as if we are live. We live, baby. So I'm about to check. To make sure that we are live. Do, 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 do. Yep. We live on YouTube and Twitch. Live on YouTube and Twitch. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Twitch. All right. We are live. Let me do a little sound test. We are live. Do a little sound test. Let me do a little sound test. All right. All right. All right. All right, now we are about to go TikTok live, but it's going to be separate from 1, 2. Right, yeah, baby. I think that's a little too hot. Let's bring that down a little bit. 1, yeah, 2. Let's go. Yeah, baby. I think that's a little too hot. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, baby. I think that's a little too hot. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, let's go. So apparently, gotta do this confirmation stuff. Going live. Gotta do this confirmation stuff. Going live. Gotta do this confirmation stuff. Going live. All right. So we are officially live. All right. First time going live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. First time going live so on TikTok, Twitch, and this is my main camera we'll be talking to. That is on Twitch and it's on YouTube. But then I have you on TikTok. That is on Twitch and so but then I have you going forward. The TikTok live is going to be the same streaming that is on what you call it. So I think you got to do this type of live for the first few times, and then I'll be able to integrate it into everything else. But oh, that's feedback. All right, let's do this. But oh, that's feedback. All right, let's do this. Do do do. off. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, that's better. So, welcome to the Shabach, or I think I'm still trying to figure out what I'm called this, but I think it's going to be the D Shabach Get Ron. Nigel, what's up? So I think this is going to be the D Shabach Get Ron show. We are live on TikTok, live on Twitch, and live on YouTube. So, getting back into my content creation bag, I am not 100% positive, 100% confident, 100% feeling good with any of the content that I'm doing. I am currently trying to just start. You know, they say that you just have to start somewhere. Nobody cares about your first episode, your second episode, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. So, this is me starting. I feel like I'm trying to make sure that there's no feedback. Yes. All right. I think that solved it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. So, how we are going to go about this show. Have an itinerary is going to be the same itinerary every single day that I pop on. I'm thinking about doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I know today is a Tuesday, and so I was supposed to start yesterday, but I was like, since I didn't start yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and start today. What else? What else are we looking at? So, for the first thing, talk about myself. If you don't know who I am, my name is Darrell Lewis Shabach Gitron, a.k.a. D Shabach G, a.k.a. DJ Shabach, a.k.a. Shabach. And so today I feel good. I am trying to get into the groove of going live, of talking, of interacting. Typically, or what I was doing was more of a recorded situation. So I would record my videos, edit them, chop them together, then post them on YouTube and social media. Now I'm going to go live, still do the same thing after I go live, chop up clips, post them on social media, and etc. But I don't get a chance to make a mistake. I am in front of everybody, all 2 people on on TikTok, all of 0 people on YouTube and Twitch, but the whole point is to grab an audience, to create a fan base, to allow people to connect with me as a person. And I think the live helps keep me accountable, knowing that even if there's just one person who's going to be looking for me to go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there's one person who's looking for me to go live on Twitch, TikTok, and so YouTube. So, trying this out, and we're about to have some fun. So, what is on my mind? How I'm feeling today. So, I was just having a conversation the other day. Well, not the other day. Today. I was just having a conversation earlier about men and women's interaction, and when a man is with his lady and they're out, what should happen, right? If a guy approaches her, right, tries to slap her butt, gropes her butt, whatever, if a guy approaches her disrespectfully, what is the man supposed to do in a situation? And so it sounds easy to say, oh, of course the man is going to defend his woman and etc. But it's like we live in crazy times, right? Whether it's the 15-year-old to the 51-year-old and everyone in between, whether it's a YN or a ON, an old one. You have a lot of these men who are very egotistical. And so if you try to be like, hey, bro, don't do that, they're going to pull something out on you, you know? So now you and your lady's life is in danger because you're trying to address a man about something that he did was wrong. So what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to be like, I'm going to die for her honor? Or are you supposed to be like, all right, well, babe, honey, let's just head out? That's crazy. He should never did that. And so I'm trying to look on TikTok. So it says swipe to see comments. Okay. So my point is, what are men supposed to do? Are we supposed to die to defend our ladies? Or are we supposed to be like, you know what? I have a life, she has a life, and it is going to behoove both of us to not risk our lives for the sake of ego and etc. I don't know. It's just something that I thought about. Once I chop this up, I really want y'all's opinion. What do you think? Should men die in the honor of a woman, or should he be smart and be like, you know what, babe, grab my hand, let's head out of here. Babe, that was crazy, should never did that. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the topic of the day. I think the topic of the day kind of relates to what I was talking about just now. I should have had this pulled up already. Let me see. Yep. Should a man die for his woman's honor? Now, this also goes into other avenues where a woman sometimes will instigate a situation, right? So maybe y'all are out and say you're at the restaurant, right? So now she going off on the waiter or the waitress and be like, we ain't get our food. This ain't how it's supposed to be, and etc. You know? And now they about to get into a scuffle. They get into an argument. And now you got to defend your woman. And so I think a lot of this really goes to having a woman who actually is going to care about the safety of the both of y'all. I don't believe that every woman is this type of woman who's like, my man needs to die for my honor. I believe that there's a lot of women who care about their men and care about their livelihood. And so if you care about your man and you care about your livelihood, you will be intentional about not creating situations that the livelihood will be risked. I do think that there's a balance in today's time on defending and standing up for your woman, which you should. She should feel safe. She should feel like, yo, when I'm with my man, I can turn my brain off. But at the same time, I don't want you to turn your brain off. I want you to be thinking smart. I want you to understand that every action has a repercussion. Every action has consequences. And so how are we going to handle this? What are we going to do? And so I think it is wise for men to choose women who care about that, who care about a keeping their man alive, who understands the fact that just because I can approach the dude and ask him to apologize, that does not mean he's going to apologize. He may try to, get us to apologize to him. How dare you step to me? So I think you got to find someone who is going to honor that. But at the same time, then when it comes to women, women have to find a man who cares about defending her honor, who cares about, okay, is he going to protect me? Does he has the means to protect me, right? Whether you carry, at least got to have a mace on you, got to have something on you. Or if you are simply trained, you know how to use your hands. But then you find a man who won't put you in dangerous situations. There's been a lot of women who like a certain lifestyle that some men participate in, especially black women, where you may like the drug dealers, you may like the hood dudes. But that comes with a certain lifestyle. That comes with the potential shootout. That comes with the potential drug deal goes wrong. That comes with the potential, just the mere fact that he's an emotional hothead, so he's going to pop off on anybody and everybody. And so how do you choose a partner who is going to keep you safe in multiple ways? Because safety does not just look like, oh, I'm going to pop off on anyone who tries to step to you. Safety looks like also being intentional and having wisdom of, you know what, I'm not going to go there. So I don't know. I think it's something that we don't talk about enough from a sense of what is the right thing to do. We leave it in fairy tale land. Oh my gosh, my shining armor. I don't know. Shining armors, I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. Shining armors, they get killed too, And this was back in the day when they just had swords. We got guns now. We got guns. So as much as I want to defend and honor my woman, I want to die for her honor. At the same time, I love my life. I love her life. And I want both of us to walk away from this situation alive. But anyway, I digress. So let's hop into the studio. So if you don't know, I am a musician of sorts. More specifically, I'm a producer slash artist. And I make music. I make music. Now, I'm not a singer. I'm an auto-tuner, somewhat, a little T-Pain, you know. But I like to consider myself to be an artist because I just like creating music. The goal, the dream is to be the next DJ Khaled, the next Kirk Franklin, the next guy who's just producing. You can't say Diddy no more. You can't say Diddy no more. But I want to be the next guy who's producing artists that are making great songs, you know? So that is a goal of mine. But for right now, I am doing my own music. Now, for those of y'all who's on TikTok, y'all are not able to see what I'm working on, at least not right now. Hopefully in about a week, once I'm able to connect TikTok to the system, I'll be able to. But for those of y'all who are watching this back or you're watching on Twitch and YouTube, we're about to hop in the studio. So let me pull this up. I thank y'all for the hearts, see there's 3 people watching. They say you have to interact with the comment section. So I appreciate the love. Just passing through. Well, I appreciate for passing through. Every like and interaction counts. Let's see. So we're about to take it to the studio. This is a song that I was working on. I don't know how y'all are going to hear it. That's interesting. Those of y'all on TikTok. But I'm going to pull it up on here. All right. Let's see. I should be able to play it out loud a little bit without it interfering too much. So this song right here, I was on my Kendrick Lamar woke conscious vibes. This song is called Bodies. So I was talking to one of my mentors and he was trying to say, maybe it doesn't sound like you. It doesn't sound quite like how you was raised, you know. And, you know, some of these hood dudes, you know, they the ones that be talking about the bodies. You know, you, on the other hand, you're a PK. You didn't come up in the streets. And I'm like, yes, but it's an analogy. So the song is called Bodies, and it's talking about coming after these bodies of institutions, right? So whether it's the government, whether it's church, whether it's parenthood, whatever, psychology, all these different things. And so that we have to hold them accountable, right? There's better that we should be doing. And so it's a play on words, should I say, as far as killing people. But it's more so as far as let's take out this old way of doing things and let's introduce this new thing. So I don't know how good y'all are going to be able to hear it on TikTok, but for y'all right here, y'all be able to hear it quite well. Let's see. Let's unmute this.
I'm coming for him, her, bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her, I'm coming for all them bodies. Yeah, since you wanna know so bad. Yeah, don't you know we're under attack? I'm coming for him, her, bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her, coming for all them bodies. Yeah, since you think you so bad. Yeah, I'm finna pull up where you at. I ain't never been a violent type, but all that's been the change. I got a whole lot of families' lives who still locked up in chains. And I ain't talking about no slavery, but it's still one the same. I may not use my switch, but I'm still coming for their brains. Call me insane, cause I ain't to change the game. I came to tear it down. Keep what you saying, cause I'm too busy deconstructing this merry-go-round. Y'all been paying for them to play in your face, cause all of them are clowns. But forget them and forget you if you do not know by now. Come for the record labels and making deals under the table. Using my stories to make a profit deal. Wanna give me like Cain and Abel. I'm coming for the churches that be held behind the curtains. Using people who been serving but won't stop a baby stemming from hurting. And I'm coming for the parents who be filled with pride and arrogance, who were traumatized their child before they ever stupid thing to go repent. Yeah, I'm coming for the politicians too. Don't think that I forgot about you. Wanna lie, give me on your side, but won't do the things you promise you do. For him, her, bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her. I'm coming for all their bodies. Yeah, since you wanna know so bad. Yeah, don't you know we're under attack? I'm coming for him, her. Bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her. Come for all their bodies. Yeah, since you think you're so bad. Yeah, then I pull up where you at. They'll tell me not to take sides but to take over. So I'ma raise hell on these till heaven come take over. If you think that I am triggered, then you know that I told you that I got some things to purge like 31st of October. Yeah, don't get in my way unless you trying to catch a bullet for Sally Mae. Don't tell me what to say, I ain't gonna be the next MLK. Don't tell me what to do, I ain't come to obey like you. Don't come with anything unless you coming with the truth. I'm coming for the NFL and the NBA. Who want me to shut up and play? Who don't think my life matter? But if I do, I'm anti-USA. I'm coming for the drug dealers who be the hood serial killers, thinking that they own the block that's owned by the real drug dealers. I'm coming for misogyny and misandry. Need both y'all to unhand me. I'm trying to start my family. Ain't my fault, y'all need therapy. I'm for anybody who comply. I'm coming for everyone who stand by while I'm outside in the street. Put it in work till I die. I'm coming for him, her. Bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her. I'm coming for all their bodies. Yeah, since you wanna know so bad. Yeah, don't you know we're under attack? I'm coming for him, her. Bodies on bodies on bodies. I'm coming for him, her. Come for all their bodies. Yeah, since you think you so bad. Yeah, I'm finna pull up where you at. I'm coming for bodies, 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 gon' get bodied, 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 bodies, 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 gon' get bodied.
So that song right there is called Bodies. So the lyrics go, or the chorus goes, coming for him, her, bodies on bodies on bodies. Basically, it's a play on Snowfall. There's a scene where the main character, Franklin Saint, he's kind of hallucinating. And so he's talking about, you done killed all these people. So he's like, him, her, Khadijah, yeah. It's funny. You got to just look at it. And so I played on that with the chorus. Now, my mentor of mine, my uncle, he was saying that maybe I need to say something more specifically. Thank you, Miss Dimples. I need to say something more specifically of like bodies, and the institutions, bodies, and the government, to not make it sound such like a trap artist song. So that's something I'm going to work on, taking to Insight. But the verse that I have so far, the lyrics I have so far, is that the first verse goes, I ain't never been a violent type, but all that's finna change. I got a whole lot of families' lives who's still locked up in chains. And I ain't talking about no slavery, but it's still one the same. I may not use my switch, but I'm still coming for their brains. Essentially, that's supposed to mean I'm not the violent type. I wasn't raised in the hood. I wasn't raised to where, I was selling drugs since 12 years old and I carried a Glock, and I wasn't raised like that. I ain't the violent type. But that may be all about to change, because I got a whole lot of families' lives who still locked up in chains, mentally and in jail. And I ain't talking about slavery, but it's still one the same. Whether you are locked up mentally or you're locked up in jail, it's all still the same, kind of like slavery. What's up? So I ain't talking about slavery, but it's still one the same. I may not use my switch, but I'm still coming for their brains. So I may not use the switch. You know what the switch is. Don't want to get banned. I may not use my switch, but I'm still coming for their brains, meaning I'm still wanting to hold these institutions accountable. Like, hey, we need to start thinking better and doing better. Then it goes to, call me insane. I ain't come to change the game. I came to tear it down. can't hear what you're saying because I'm too busy deconstructing this merry-go-round. So you can call me crazy, but I did not come to change the game. You know how people say I came to change the game? No, I came to tear it down. Like, yo, we got to deconstruct all of this, tear it all down. I came to deconstruct this merry-go-round, right? So the circles that we're going in, we're just going in circle all over again, every single year, every single election cycle, every single whatever. So I came to tear down this merry-go-round. You've been paying for them to play in your face because all of them are clowns. But forget them and forget you if you do not know by now. So you paying, right, for all of these different things, whether it's who we are electing, whether it's the music industry, right? These people who are in the record labels, these people who are controlling the music and the film entertainment industry, right? You're paying for them to play in your face, right? Whether we're talking about DEI and how they take that away or bring it on the table when it's convenient for them. And so you're paying for them to play in our face. So it's like, hey, forget all of that. And if you yourself don't want to forget it, then maybe I need to forget you. So then I go specifically into these different institutions that I'm coming for. I'm coming for the record label who make deals under the table, using their stories to make a profit. They don't want to kill me like Cain and Abel, right? So you got all of these record labels, all of these distributing companies, all of these people who are behind the scenes, who they're really not looking out for the best interest of the artist. They're looking at how much money can they get from this artist. And once the artist is no longer popular, they just throw you away, right? I'm coming for the churches that be held behind the curtains, using people who've been serving but won't stop these babies' stomach from hurting, right? So there's a lot of churches. What's up, Grace? There's a lot of churches who, well, one, there's this viral video of this lady. She called probably about 30 churches across America saying that she had a baby, an infant who needed some formula. And she said most of the churches did not respond back, or they just told her no. And there's a few churches, I think it was like a mosque or something. There's a few, I think, non-Christian churches that responded and met up with her and gave her formula and etc. And so there's a lot of churches who use their platform to say, hey, we are a Christian church or whatever, but they actually are just using it to continue to build their own kingdom instead of the kingdom of God. Now, granted, this is not all churches. That is a few churches out of the many churches who are doing some good things. Then I say, I'm coming for the parents who be filled with pride and arrogance, who would traumatize their child before they ever think to go repent, right? So a lot of people got parent issues, and a lot of the parents have not held themselves accountable to say, hey, I didn't treat you the best yesterday. Hey, I should have did this. Hey, I should have did that. And so a lot of parents traumatize their kids just because, oh, I'm the parent, you got to listen to me. I'm the parent, I know best. No, you don't. At some point in time, the kid knows what's best for them, not because they have more wisdom, but because the kid just wants to do this thing. So the kid wants to play soccer instead of football, and you're forcing them to play, football. It's these little things that you don't realize that is impacting a kid and it's traumatizing them. And then I say, lastly, to wrap up the verse, I'm coming for politicians too. I don't think that I forgot about you. Want to lie to get me on your side, but won't do the things you promise you'll do. There's a lot of politicians who make a lot of promises. I don't know. I haven't been around that long. I've only been around for 25, going on 26 years. But from what I've heard and from what I've seen, there are a lot of politicians who will say all these great things just to get you to vote for them. But in reality, they're not trying to do any of the things that they said. You know, they have their own agenda. And don't get me wrong, there are some politicians who do mean the best. But then when they get into office, when they get into these positions, they don't do that. They just simply do whatever continues to perpetuate their political agenda, their political careers, because there's money to be made in all of this. The second verse goes on to say, Bell told me not to take sides, but to take over. First of all, who and what is Bell? So Bell is Bishop Eddie L. Long. I know some of y'all are probably like, who? Him? Yes. So I went to New Birth with my family from 2003 to probably about 2016. Um, and so it's a popular church here in Atlanta. If you know the name, you know the name. But he had a popular sermon series that was called Taking Authority. And the whole idea was that we're not taking sides, whether it's political, Democrats, Republicans, whether it's white or black, we're not taking sides because God did not call us to take sides. He called us to take over. So as Christians, as people who are believers of God, we are called to go into these places and take over. Right now, granted, that was what he was saying. You also have that similar rhetoric with Christian nationalists, and that is a whole separate type of thing, which I'll talk about more in future streams because we got to talk about that. But Bell told me not to take sides, but to take over. So I'm going to raise hell on these blank to heaven takes over. If you think that I'm triggered, you know that I told you that I got some things to purge like 31st of October. So a lot of times people be like, well, yeah, you just seem angry. You just seem triggered. I'm like, yeah, I am. I am angry. This is something that we should be angry about. This is something that should trigger all of us and that makes us want to do something about it. Then I say, don't get in my way unless you're trying to catch a bullet for Sally Mae. Don't tell me what to say. I ain't come to be the next MLK. Don't tell me what to do. I ain't come to obey like you. Don't tell me anything unless you come in with the truth, right? So, be honest. There's a lot of people who are like, you know what? I don't like what you're doing. It's disrupting things. I can't let you do this. All right, cool. Harriet Tubman say, you gotta leave. Some people gotta leave. One way or another, you gonna leave. Don't tell me what to say. I ain't come to be the next MLK. Martin Luther King Jr. was a jewel for the black community. He did so much, but he's known more so for his speeches. He's known more so for articulating what we should be doing different and better in our community. Sometimes words is not enough. And maybe I'm not called to be the next Martin Luther King. Don't tell me what to do. I ain't come to obey like you. Don't tell me anything unless you come in with the truth. So then wrap up the verse with, I'm coming for the NFL and the NBA who just want me to shut up and play, who don't think my life matter. But if I do, I'm anti-USA. So I got to be against America just because I think Black lives matter. I got to be anti-USA just because that flag means something a little different to me. I'm coming for the drug dealers who are really the hood serial killers, thinking that they own a block that's owned by the real drug dealers, right? So a lot of people, they are raised in certain environments and certain circumstances and situations where they feel like they have to do certain things, but realistically, you don't have to. That's the only option that you chose to do. And then you don't realize that you are poisoning your community, right? So you're giving this woman who has kids this particular poison, right? That's then going to make her become addicted to this poison. So now she can't properly raise her kids. And now we're going to be complaining about why is her kids crazy and doing all these different things when you provided the substance to make her go crazy. And realistically, a lot of these drug dealers, street, hood, whatever, you think that you own a particular spot. You think, I appreciate the roses, the hearts. Thank y'all. You think that you own a particular spot. You think that you own this block. No, the government is the one who owns it. A big pharma is the one who owns it. You don't own anything, right? Even when you have quote unquote bought the land, which most drug dealers and hood people don't do, which we should. If at least let's learn from Franklin Saint a little bit, right? All right, cool. You're going to take this drug money and then you're going to invest it into real estate. But a lot of people don't even be doing that. So at least buy the property. But even when you buy property, you still don't technically own it because if you don't pay the taxes, the government going to take it. I'm coming for misogyny and misandry. Misogyny is men who hate on women, and misandry is women who hate on men. I'm coming for misogyny and misandry. I need both of y'all to unhand me. I'm trying to start my family. It ain't my fault. You need therapy. There's too many people on this internet who got a lot of opinions, and you just need therapy. And you try to use this live, you try to use social media as a way of your therapy, but you're really just trauma bonding with other people who are unhealthy, you know? So it ain't my fault that you don't went through some traumas. I done went through some traumas too, but I'm trying to go to therapy instead of just hating people. Lastly, I'm coming for anyone who comply, coming for everyone who stand by while I'm outside putting in work to the day I die. Listen, complicity is just as bad as the person who's doing it. You sitting by while the person's getting killed, you sitting by while something's happening, you just as worse as the person who's doing the bad thing. And so this is why you have to call them out. Right? People who are not using their platform, people who are not using their voice, people who are not taking action to say, hey, you know what? This isn't good. We need to do something about this. So this song is very much political, revolutionary, inspired type song. I'm still working on it, whether the production of it or the lyrics of it. And so, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to rock with it, trying to vibe with it. Here's another song. So this right here is an R&B song that I am working on. Let me see if I can pull it up. We got 2 people on TikTok Live. Oh, 1 person now. Well, shoot, we starting somewhere. That's all that matters. I think I got some roses, some hearts. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I got to figure it out on TikTok. But anyway, let's go to this next song. So, perfect. Actually, trying to see which song I'm going to do. We'll do this song 10 minutes ago. It feels so weird. I don't know. It feels like I'm being spectated, right? You got people who are watching you in real life. It's so new to me. I'm so used to recording something and then posting it and not having to feel the live pressure. So this is very interesting for me. But all right, hopefully y'all be able to hear this song.
Scrolling on TikTok the other day when I came across your pretty face, trying to figure out the things I'm gonna say that'll make you reply back to me. Should I slide in a DM or should I leave a comment? Maybe I should do both, cause I know I need this woman in my life as a friend, as a model, something casual. I can't let you go cause you're too valuable. I don't even know if we're that compatible, but you got me focused on you like I took some Adderall. And you replied back to my corny message, feeling like the next song in your set list. This feeling's too strong just to sit with. Let me come over, have a drink with you real quick. I was supposed to leave, and then it's all go. But you are begging me to stay right here with you. And if I don't leave, I know that you know you're gonna regret the things that I do to you. So why should we know why you want me to stay? Is it because you really love me? Or is it because you want something else? Either way, you was hesitant to invite me over, cause your random hookup days were over. You just got out of a relationship and you still healing, looking for closure. So you just wanna be friends right now, but you still let me over somehow. You feel like I'm different from all the other guys who just wanna take you down. But honestly, it wasn't your modesty that caught my eye and gave me the audacity to hit you up and see what type of time you was on. I was trying to be honest, didn't want to lead you on, but you wasn't scared to show your personality. Made me snap right back into reality, cause I was riding and vibing your authenticity. Now you got me catching feelings, making you a casualty. I was supposed to leave, and then it's all go. But you are begging me to stay right here
All right, so there's this video that I saw that made me, you know what, I just feel like, because now y'all are just not going to be able to enjoy this. So it's just, got it. I'm going to put y'all over here. There we go. So then I just focus on you. All right, so let's pull up this lady. All right, so let's take a look at this video.
Don't do it till you're married is not effective. In fact, it is very damaging. The other day I saw this post Erica Campbell had made, and when I tell you that I reposted that so quick because yes, it's to tell the people what they need to hear. Now for me, I've been married for about a year and some change. I dated my husband for about 4 years. We were abstinent for about 3.5. So when we got married, unfortunately, we were not virgins, but we are each other's first. So I feel like in the end, we still kind of won. Now, for us, there was a lot of like nervousness, excitement, anticipation, but a little bit of fear around reintroducing intimacy because, you know, in the church, all you hear is don't do it till you're married. And then the conversation stops there. You're kind of left hanging. So when it happened to me and it was time to reintroduce it, I used to cry afterwards because I still felt so much shame and so much guilt. And I just felt so many bad feelings after the fact, even though I was doing it, you know, in the right context and I was doing it and it was deemed good, it was deemed holy, it was deemed pure, it was deemed, you know, worship in the eyes of the Lord, honorable. Like this is the thing that you're supposed to do. But I still felt so bad. So I literally had to reprogram my mind and approach intimacy in marriage from a different perspective because all I had was just this taboo-ness and then this just don't do it, don't do it. And then when I'm in it, I'm like, okay, what's after that? What happens now? So I was telling my husband, isn't it funny that as a Christian, if I want to learn more about intimacy in marriage, if I have questions and things, I have to seek out secular sources. Like I can't go to the church, I can't go to other married people that are also believers, like because there's just this taboo-ness. Like it's an unspoken thing. Like when you're married, that's just what you do. And it's just like, okay, but a lot of people don't know what to do. A lot of people have questions. A lot of people are just like, ah. And I was one of those people. But now I'm getting to the point where, I'm kind of owning it. Like, okay, yeah, that's what I do. I get down and do. And what about it? Like, I don't feel any like shame around it anymore. And I know that as we progress in marriage, I know that it's just gonna get better and better. So yeah, so if you're planning on getting married soon, just make sure that you start to really take into account intimacy and what that could look like and start to reprogram your mind on it because it's not bad. You shouldn't feel no shame and you shouldn't feel no guilt because once you get married, you're going to be doing it in the right context. Amen. Amen. And this is why I say just preaching, don't do it, don't do it to you.
So that was, I thought that video was funny. But more than just funny, on point. I was talking to people some time ago, and where I'm like, in the church, they do a bad job of talking about these things. Like she said, you got to go to non-secular people and outlets to be able to know about something that is supposedly so pure and so healthy if you do it in the right context. And it basically goes down to how religion treats things. So religion does not give you the ability to connect with God, right? God allows you to have individual relationships that's based upon what you need. But oftentimes religion wants uniformity, right? So we're not going to talk about sex in the church. We're not going to talk about these topics because there's someone in this audience that could be struggling with it and could tempt them. Could, so many different possibilities. When the reality is that there's a lot of people who are struggling because we're not talking about it, because the church is not wanting to talk about these topics. And so I've always wondered, as someone who is not married, I'm like, how do married people who have been celibate, who have abstained, how do married people feel now since they are married and they got to do? And so this is definitely a topic that I want to have with some people to be able to get some feedback. And eventually I'll be getting feedback from the chat. But it's definitely something that I'm thinking about. And I want to bring on some people to talk about it, even if it's a couple who they went through the same thing. They were abstinent for X amount of years or however long they were together, and then they got married. How was it? Was it a hurdle? Was it traumatizing? Was it, something to, was it easy? As she said, she was crying, after, I don't know how many times, but she said she was crying initially. How does that play with women? How does that play on men? Sometimes we don't think about your perspective outside of your own gender. So for me as a man, I'm like, I probably feel good. But for a woman who in church and religious circles is preached down your throat that you don't want to be the Jezebel, you don't want to be the prostitute, you don't want to be that person. So I think the church does a bad job, and it's not all churches, but the church as a whole do a bad job with talking about some of these taboo topics, right? Same with drugs, right? Oftentimes people are dismissed automatically simply because they have smoked, they smoke weed. And I'm like, well, weed is not a hard drug, and it is a drug technically, but are we getting to the root of the answer instead of just telling people, don't do it, it's a sin? Are we actually trying to help people, or are we just trying to control people? And I think these are the conversations that we need to be having, because Christianity and the religion is not necessarily bad. It's not inherently bad at all, right? It was made by God from Jesus, which is why we follow Christ, right? But we need some reforming, right? We got to have some of these conversations. We got to go about this a lot differently, because the way that we've been doing it, it's been hurting people. And so it also, we only hear about it from people who are bold enough to talk about how it impacted their sex life, positively or negatively, right? And there's a lot of negative stories, right? We don't hear about it until that couple may have gotten divorced, or they feel comfortable or confident enough to talk about it. But how can we help the next Christian brother or sister if we don't talk about these things? You know? So I would love to just have a panel of some couples who have had these experiences, and what did they do to overcome it? Did they feel like the church helped? Did they feel like it was more of a hindrance? But anyway, I digress. Let's take it on to funny reaction videos. So I am just trying to start. This is, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this back and you're like, this seems a little all over the place, seems a little chaotic, it is. I'm merely just trying to start and not overwhelm myself with what I'm trying to do. I just got to a slightly comfortable spot with the technology. So forgive the technology if the audio was muted or this or that or something. I am starting. This is the starting point. This is not how I plan to finish. Let's look over here. Oh, you can still see the screen. All right, so let's take that off, right? All right, perfect. Then, all right, so this is a funny video. I'm already laughing because if you know this guy, you know he is crazy. If you, yeah. Let's see. Adjust this here. Boom. 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 Okay.
Okay, you guys, we have breaking news. We have reports coming in that there are people biting each other in the streets, and law enforcement has stated that these attackers have been able to survive multiple gunshot wounds. And onlookers have also said that once people have been bitten, they have seen them also turn rabid and attack other people around them by biting them as well. So we would like to warn...
Yo, bro, I'm so excited, bro. I couldn't wait for this to happen.
What? What you mean excited?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I've been planning like everything since I was a kid. Ever since I was a kid watching The Walking Dead, bro. I know exactly what to do. I'm telling you, I know all the best canned foods to get. I know what's the best place that could be an outpost. We got to go to a supermarket and just take over. And if anybody question my authority as a leader, then we just got to put them down. We about to go so crazy, bro. Hey, follow me, bro, because we got to be one of the first people there, bro. All right. I just follow my lead. I got this. This about to be lit. Wait, no, bro. It's on my limb. So maybe it could be like The Walking Dead. Like if I just cut it off, then we can stop the spread of the infection.
No, you're right. That might work. That might work.
Yeah, like we just got to find like an axe or something. Oh shit. What happened? Bro, what happened? What? No. Oh my God, bro, that's so embarrassing, bro. God gonna write me out the first season, though? God gonna write me out of it the first season? Like, come on, bro. No, cause why was it in front of my door, though? I ain't even gonna, that's not even fair. It wasn't even a chance. It's gonna spawn in front of my door. Like, dang, this zombie was fast as hell, bro. I thought it was gonna be Walking Dead zombies, not World War Z. No, cause see, bro, cause that's really pissing me off. Like, if I just, I'm already dozing off. No! This shit is ass, bro. Oh, dang, bro, get bit too so you can die with me. Nah. Get bit too so you can die with me.
Nah, I'm
dang, man.
Why is
Trey Rags is hilarious. Oh. All right, here's some more funny videos. You know, I don't know if these videos are funny, or if they just laugh, barely funny, like ha funny. Oh. What? Okay, all right, hold on. Funny story. I went to the flea market with my dad when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and there was some mopeds, and so they were like, "Oh yeah, you can try it out and everything." Why was the whole moped on? In the middle of a flea market, bunch of tables all around. I hop onto the thing. They was like, yeah, he could get on it. He could try it. Zoom! I pushed the button thing. All I do was push the button. I pushed the button thing. That moped went right into their table, and they were so pissed. There was nothing that we could do. It was like, and I was so embarrassed. And then, of course, my dad's upset at me because now he's just trying to make sure they ain't going to say that we got to pay for something, that anything was broken. It was hilarious. I'm like, why? Right. I was not the adult in that situation, okay? Why?
Rent the camera gear you need.
We'll watch another one
with Aperture.
You know, I need to get YouTube Premium so I can skip these ads, but it's yet another subscription to have to pay for. Why are all the fail videos people falling?
Go!
There were other fail videos.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, I'll be pissed. I would be pissed. Do you know how expensive wine can get? Especially looking that fancy. Like, wine can be very cheap, but it's very cheap. Or wine can be quite expensive. That one look expensive. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm okay.
See, that's why you got to screw that handle back in.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Come here. Come here.
It's delicious.
See that right there? That's reason 101 to not have kids before you're ready. Because what you mean, you done take all the flour and put it on the, you done, I'll be so pissed.
Here it is all over everything. And there's Zeus. why we're playing pool in the house. Oh!
Oh my god, look at it! You look at it! Oh my god!
I would. I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, you know what? I'm sure this video has nothing to do with what was attractive in that video. And then the bottle said it has everything to do with that. The bottle is just like me. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, what? Play that back.
Move a little bit. Oh, well, not. Whoa.
All right, that's enough for today. All right, so again, don't judge me. I won't judge you. Let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. So now we're about to game. We're about to play Call of Duty. I think I'm gonna do Black Ops 6. I know a lot of people don't like Black Ops 6. They hated Black Ops 6. I don't mind Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 is not that bad to me. I understand the hate. Well, I don't understand the hate. I understand the dislike, but I don't think it's something to hate. I think it's still a pretty decent video game. So let's figure this out. Work with me. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Gotta let the game system come on. Sure, I already had this prepared, but it went off apparently. All right, let's see. Oh, still coming. Hold on. There we go. All right, and then now y'all can see me right there. Boom, perfect. Now I gotta be able to see. I gotta put it on the TV. All right, let's go to PlayStation. And we are playing on the PlayStation 4. trying to see what's up with the audio. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two. All right. Apparently, this Call of Duty be taking forever to load up. Can y'all hear it?
I think emotion.
All right, we're going Nuketown. You know, it's crazy because I kind of got into Call of Duty a little later than most people. I didn't get into Call of Duty till I was 13. I know some other boys, kids my age at that time, they got into it way before 13. They were probably like 5. I didn't grow up in a household who played video games, so I had to learn how to play video games outside of my household, and then my household started bringing in video games for me to play. And then my household was like, nope, you ain't playing any killing, death, blood, violent games. All right, let's go.
Hardcore free for all. You know what Langley expects. Get it done.
Oh shoot, it's free for all. Now I play on hardcore. Which one do y'all be playing on? Hardcore, it's technically harder yet easier at the same time. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just camp like this. I'm gonna see how long I get away with camping for right here. Especially during free-for-all. Oh man, free-for-all is probably the best way to camp. Or should I say the best time to camp? There must not be that many people online. Oh yeah, no. It's not the best one to camp in. I was on a roll just now. Oh my God. You said that was crazy. I don't know what was going on just now. I literally that was crazy. Got 4 minutes left. It low-key be annoying when they be playing this music and you still got at least 4 more minutes in the game. They just try to hype you up for no reason. Good Lord. I think I'm just nervous, y'all. Y'all got me nervous.
LDBR incoming.
You see that? You see that? And I thought I was doing bad. You know what? Maybe I was, but I won. Look at that. You know, I've never done the emote. I don't know why it don't let me emote. All right, let me adjust this camera real quick. Now you know what really be funny is Infected. I was wondering, am I gonna play that next? Let me see how long it takes for this lobby to open up. We got another free-for-all. right, we got some chips.
CIA, you're cleared hot. Work your frag lane.
Not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite maps. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite maps on Black Ops. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite maps on Black Ops 6. Dang.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Dang. Oh, excuse me. Not gonna lie, chat. It feels so weird not being able to edit. Like, this is what it is. The most that I can edit is for clips. Dang. I hate when you can hear the footsteps, but you can't hear where they're coming from. Wow.
Enemy sensor turret detected in your AO. Your tactics aren't working. Find another way.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one, chat. Well, I still 5 minutes. I can still win. See, now I'm all hyped because they playing this music. I'm like, hey, calm down. We still got 5. What? I was just getting started. God dog. They were having no mercy. You know what, chat? I know I'm playing next. We are about to go to Cold War. Now, here's my opinion. Cold War's Cold War. Here's my opinion. Cold War's prop hunt is better than Black Ops 6 prop hunt. I haven't even played Black Ops 7 yet. I'm not rushed to because everyone was saying it was so bad. So I'm not necessarily rushed to play Black Ops 7. But Cold War's prop hunt, top tier. What else? They have this, which I'm about to play, is called Sticks and Stones. I don't know why they didn't bring it in Black Ops 6, but Sticks and Stones, I love it. It feels like I'm gambling. I'm like, this is the most I'm willing to gamble. No prize picks, none of that here, right? Okay? Demonetize me if I start doing that, all right? I need you to no, all right? We got to have some type of, what's it called? Standards, morality. How are we telling all this new generation, getting all of them addicted to gambling and putting it in the tips of their fingers? It's ridiculous. But I really think that Black Ops 6 was really good with their party games. So Sticks and Stones, gun game, prop hunt. I have not played Double Agent yet. So definitely going to play Double Agent. Well, if I can. For some reason it doesn't pull up on here. So maybe, I wonder, do they have Double Agent on Black Ops 6? I don't think I've seen it. But every time when I try to play Double Agent on Cold War, no one's in the lobby. Nobody. All right. All right. Y'all should be able, yep. You see me right there in the corner. One, two. One, two. Dang. Goodness, can I have time to process? I need a moment to process what is going on, you know? Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Jesus. That's all right. We can still come back. Oh, my God. Ooh, almost had that. Ooh, yes, sir. Dang it. There we go. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. One right behind me. Oh, he got me. But at least it wasn't humiliation. Where y'all coming from? Oh. Right here. Oh, see. Got it. Uh-oh. 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 Got him. Uh-oh. He got me. Look at that. I'm in third place now. Got him. Got him. She's dropped. How? He wasn't even moving. How did I miss that? All right. Oh my God. Dude. There's a minute. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is as much as I'm willing to gamble. Ridiculous. All right, so now I got to just hit humiliation on everybody. If I can even. Why? All right. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Second place. That's why you don't give up. That's why you don't give up. That's why you don't give up. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Whoo. Are you? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? This is gambling. This is literally gambling. Jesus Christ. Wow, now I was the last kill. Gonna play one more round. Maybe two more. Excuse me. It's live. Go and get the burps and everything. Man, I'm about to hop out of this lobby if they don't bring in somebody in like 2 minutes. All right, here we go.
Sticks and stones.
Let's roll.
Good effect.
Oh my God. Got him. Got him. I don't know what he was about to say. Boom. I always think it's funny just to get hit by the train. Woo! Got him. Chad, I'm tired. I'm tired. That just... Man. I'm tired. I am tired. Like, what the heck, man? Oh, my God. It's not too late, but Jesus. Finally. All right, we're in third. Let's see if I can hold this up. Oh, my God. I'm tired of this dude. It's not already bad enough that he got all my favorite colors. I get it. I'm horrible. You ain't got to tell me. Oh, I'm in third. I'm in third. Like I said, don't give up. You don't give up. Wow. Someone beat. Yep.
You smiling at motherfuckers' faces and shit? Huh? You gonna look him in his eyes like that?
All right. We are going to play. Oh, Sent you a party invite. Huh? All right, we're gonna wrap up with prop hunt.
Prop hunt.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now I wonder, did they brought me into the middle of a one that's already going? Yep. I could just spectate right now. Good Lord. Wow, y'all really put me on the losing team. Wow. Okay. I literally could not do anything because I'm reloading my weapon just now. That, oh my God. This is funny. All right, I'm done. I'm done. One left. One prop remains. Ah! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Talking about don't get cocky. Yes, sir. All right, let's see if I can hide as well as I can find. Dang it. All right. Let's try to make this work. This is big, and there's only one area that this can go in. From the jump. From the jump. Well, unless my team wins this, I think that's a wrap. Wow. Yep, we're done. It's a miracle this guy's making it this far. Yep. Yep. I am wrapping. I'm ending the stream at 7. So if we can get in another game before then, absolutely, but I doubt it.
Yes! You did it? Yes, you did! That was you!
See what I mean? 2 minutes. Still nobody barely in the lobby. Let me see who this person is inviting me. Let's see if anybody's in Newtown. I guess nobody's on right now. Oh, okay. Let's do something for the last 4 minutes of stream. Where are my guns? This is not my gun. All right, we'll finish the game out. Excuse me. We've lost the plot. I'm a survivor. We tried. That's crazy that I was the last kill. Oh, man. Right. Coming closer. So, hopefully y'all had a time. Because I sure did. Slightly stressed, but I am good. I'm glad that I was able to just go ahead and start, do something. You may try to figure out why it's a little darker than from the beginning. My two lights that are battery powered went out on me, so I gotta figure that out. So it's just the first episode, just the first thing, and trying just to get into the groove of it. So until next time, peace.